What's up, guys? Late last night, we all know that the hostages were brutally murdered by Hamas terrorists, and I like to go to Mossab Hasan Yousef to see what he has to say all the time. He has great insight. So just check out what he writes over here. He says that the Palestinians are too hateful to understand the value of human life. By executing the defenseless hostages, they have reached a new depth in hell, a fallen society, doomed by their wrongdoings. My heart goes out to the victims and their families. Rest in eternity. Wow. It's a beautiful message. It's also a strong message, not a very weak liberal type message. It's a message that is needed right now because really the idea that Palestinians are these innocent victims has to be swept aside because they just aren't. They voted in Hamas. They've been doing terrible things. Many of them participated in October 7th. Many of them celebrated October 7th. Most of them support October 7th. And really, it's the Biden administration's fault, and that's why he holds them accountable in this tweet. The Biden administration compromised the fate of Israeli and international hostages for the sake of political gain by not, well, in my opinion, by not letting us go into Rafah. But he says they could have pressured Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey to extradite Hamas leaders. Instead, they gave Hamas legitimacy and pressured Israel to negotiate with terrorists, to supply the enemy with fuel and medicine and food, to delay Rafah operation again and again at the expense of the innocent hostages. Muslims around the world, and that's actually a 1,000% true, by the way. They did suspend the Rafah operation for months and months. Muslims around the world, behind them, Western sellouts and emotionally weak clowns, dehumanize the hostages in favor of the Palestinian concept, choosing a violent ideology over humanity. Israel should cut all humanitarian aid to Gaza until the innocent Palestinians, in quotes, realize the importance of calling the hostage rescue hotlines. Executing the hostages requires a very serious response. The next assassination should take place in Istanbul or Doha, meaning killing the Hamas leaders. And he's not wrong. Everything he says here is 100% needed, 100% true, and it's a disgusting thing, 1,000%. And it's disgusting that we even have to talk about it because it should have never happened. We should have gone into Rafah months ago. And if not for the Biden administration, like he says, as well as you cannot avoid placing blame on the Netanyahu administration doing what they did and not executing on what they promised to do from the beginning of the war. For more, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to help us make more of these videos, go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored.